When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Faurot Field in Columbia, Missouri, home of the Missouri Tigers. As we'll see, the winners of 7 straight, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Yellow Jackets will put total leather to crank us up. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll give it to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Guys, let's talk here for just a second about Missouri. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting 4-star defensive linemen, gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Davis will throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And everyone needs to have their packages. When they go 5 wide and they spread you wide, what's your answers? And I like the defense right here, bringing pressure, getting to the quarterback, and hitting him as he throws the football.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Oh, he's going to go up top. Grabs it inside the 15. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Davis looking to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it, and What a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trusting your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Hey, these wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just
breaks into the open. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri! The extra point here would tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Got it in the middle. It's Davis. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Georgia Tech. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. It becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
Looking downfield, it's Chambers. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Handoff to the single running back. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking to fire. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. Turning it on. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marked it out of bounds at the 46.
Well, he hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent, you've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it and get what he can get. He's got this defense on their heels.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And when you go 5 wide, man, and you spread the formation, it puts a lot of emphasis on those trenches. And those trenches have got to be good. And you got to pick up those guys up front. They didn't do it, and they're getting their quarterback hit as he throws the football.
He's going for the big play. Takes him in stride inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
And that receiver had nobody around. That has got to be embarrassing for the defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
Davis will throw. Touchdown, Tigers. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
Coming out with it, it's Taylor. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. To the air on first down. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Looking downfield on first down. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And then my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Finds his man, it's Green, and they get him down. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Now the play fake. Now he's going to break the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48.
If you pass the 50, you can go for it. If you pass the 50, you can go for it. Where you at? Are you on my 48 or yours? Okay, yeah, you got kicked. So any pass, anytime past the 50, 4th and 2, unless you're good. The higher your 50 in my territory, basically, you got a punt. Only for the first half, though. So second half, you good to go.
First time we've seen their punt team.
Yeah, second half, air that motherfucker out.
There's nothing wrong with partnering up as well. Yeah, it's like some people just always want to look down on that. Or maybe I might work for you. Like somebody has built an empire in TV and film. If Kid was, and I don't know that he is, if he was hypothetically working for 50 in this case, I don't think that that's a terrible thing. It's a good spot to be.
He'll take it himself.
This idea that you never will work his talent to me is weird, or that you never, you never found each other for working his talent for VH1 or for MTV or these other different shows. I mean, again, I don't care about it. They're friends, they're gonna be friends again, they love each other, it's gonna be for peace. But like, I think about the audience watching that and this idea that now everybody who gets the 9 to 5,
Good D-line rush.
and take a talent guy right now. Let's address that. Do y'all feel like that is or has become a diss? And if somebody calls y'all just talent,
Coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces, don't let them feel comfortable and run zone.
I see it regularly, so I see it.
Can't get home. Pressure them.
Yo, I'm taking that from no, I don't take it for nothing. Let me tell you what they mean it, though. Let me tell you what that's how they mean it, though. Yo, Sigel, when you go to AT&T and you answer that phone, you tell them. When you go to that accounting firm, when you go in sacks, and you're an attorney for this company, nigga, you are their talent. Drop back in the yes, you are talent. You're shooting shit and it has your name on it or your brand on it.
Your severe asthma says you can't. Tespire says you can. Tespire is an add-on treatment for people 12 and over that helps you prevent attacks and asthma symptoms. Tespire is not a rescue medication. Serious allergic reactions may occur. Get help for swallowing and face, mouth, trouble breathing, rash, or allergy to habit. Don't stop asthma treatments without talking to your doctor. Tell your doctor if you have a parasitic infection or your asthma worsens. Avoid live vaccines. Sore throat, joint cracking may occur.
Looking to throw on first down.
Very exciting. We're all set with a new Swiss tourism ad with Hollywood icon Halle Berry and Swiss director.
Completion on first down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
What's happening?
He's going to fire deep.
Working with Halle is a bit.
Incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their third possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beat.
Hard for the director to deal with, you know?
He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their third possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it.
Boy, she takes some time.
Sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points.
There he goes. Makes it past the marker. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Mark is fuming on something. Fuming. I don't know if I use the word fuming, but I am very disappointed. Deeply disappointed. I've watched this Brittany Renner, PJ Washington video 7 times, 7, 8 times. Trying to make sure I get all the angles of it. And for those that don't, this is playing first. He's picking up his daughter. That's her son. That's the
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense.
And he's got his girlfriend.
Keep it on the ground.
His girlfriend's in the car.
Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18. Halfway there on first down. It's second.
Jimmy Butler. Which part of Jimmy Butler
Give to the back.
the child support part or him versus Pat Riley? I'm just talking about the child support.
Defense is about firing off, getting the offensive guys and staying in your
Well, let's do the child support first. That's all.
Supposed to be. You can tell the defense.
Child support experts.
Supposed to be.
Child support experts up in this piece. What we got?
Can't make the connection. The pressure there.
What happened? The girl is how much? Look at the story. She wanted to ask for 10K, right? Because in the story, she was asking for 55K, which was a little misleading. 55K. She's making 55 already. And was asking for a $10,000 for 3 kids. For 3 kids, ages 5, 4, and 1. I think 4, 5, but they're all under 5. Pay the woman.
He hurls one
That's my
deep
easy
down the
answer.
left
Pay the woman.
side.
Jimmy Butler's argument is his lawyer's argument was she does not work.
And we were never married.
And we were never married. So the first she does not work part is important because he's saying the 55 covers the kids, the extra 10 is really for a lifestyle that she's trying to maintain without working. And then he says she's trying to live the life of an NBA wife by not working.
Never married,
which we never worked
so I should not be responsible for having to keep her quality of life.
Exactly. That's the argument.
And this is where what makes her different?
She's 55. 55.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. What's that? Where is this case at?
State. I'm not sure what state. Somebody Google it. It might be Texas, but I'm not sure.
What I want to say is $660,000. That's tax. Because you don't pay tax on child support. Right? That's the equivalent to like 1 point. Let's say $1 million job.
Really nice job.
Right? So I just think that if you make $1 million a year from your job, you can take care of 3 kids. Because again, child support is supposed to be dual. I think it's LA. It's supposed to be dual. So if she don't work, there's some judges that will make her go work. Some judges will be like, ma'am, you have to get a job. If you want more money, you need to work.
I'm struggling with it because the pay to woman is the easy part. First of all, if I had a $40-50 million contract about to get an extension, I probably wouldn't be spending my time haggling over $10,000.
I think it's a principle thing more than a money thing.
It absolutely is a principle thing. You got a 1-year-old with this person. You just got to add something to this. So this also feels like emotion. Yeah, it's a whole lot of shit happening. You don't have a 1-year-old with somebody and then you get to the stage unless a whole lot of shit is happening in the middle. To me, the argument that you're not a wife is a bad argument. It's a better argument when you got one with somebody. You got 3 kids. One of them is like 12 months old. You're not my wife. You shot up in that thing 3 times. Like, to me, at this point, like, the wife's not wife. That's legal. To me, y'all are co-parents. Y'all have a relationship. Let her have this life.
Respect.
Whether you can afford it. And she's asking.
That's why I keep saying, baby.
And that's practice, man. That's
can't
all
find that.
summer. That's all spring. Just
If
so many hundreds and
agree up with me, knowing that she didn't
really when that guy's going to break, you know he's a stud.
just one of them. Yes. It's the extra 10 grand or there's an option to the other side of the line.
Which is?
New Jersey and Texas. We don't go through this in Jersey and Texas. Get your kids.
Someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick
never
up
want
a
to do that
penalty.
much time.
The officials offer the deal, and
Niggas never want that side.
they will take the penalty.
Change the lifestyle.
Line getting set on
I
second
speak for Jimmy's. I don't know. I know when I looked at his new home in Architectural Digest, he had a new room for a young kid. So he clearly wants to do some caretaking, but he may not want to have 3 kids full time. And if he did, in his life, he probably nannies and support and travelers, he would pay them out. $55,000. Yeah, that's Jimmy Butler. Yeah, not as us, but as Jimmy Butler.
As men, we always look at him.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Missouri really moving
Jimmy's saying, I'm paying for their lifestyle, I'm not going to pay for yours.
$10,000
Power football with the run.
Not necessarily a
And
fucking.
maybe he'll get back to the
55, I'm paying for your lifestyle
more
too.
than that.
Well, we know this defense is
It depends on what that 55 includes. Have you paid for private school, daycare, that shit ain't, that eat up all that. I don't know, he might be paying that on top of it. I don't know the situation.
Down here in the red zone, they're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
It ain't like she has to go up and 10. It's asking for 10 extra. You paying 55 already.
Well, a nice completion there.
And 20 a kid in LA, a little bit more than 20 a kid in LA. It sound like, I'm not familiar with LA, but it sound like it's part of the person that they do out there.
Really putting this offense in a good
That doesn't
position.
sound crazy. It doesn't sound crazy. As I say, athletes pay $10,000 to me extra is that big a deal. And I think a woman who has 3 of your children should have the same lifestyle.
Hold up for a minute, man.
The defense was in coverage, which means they had 2 safeties playing deep, and they took everything away from the
I'm bad at
vertically, forcing him to have to try to check it down. And a great job by the linebacker, jumping the throw and getting the pitch.
And man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks. Add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Get it out on the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. Tight game, final period, and this crowd plans to finish strong. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Yellow Jackets will have it 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Hands it off. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
From the gun, DeGale looking for room. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. If they tried the field goal from here, it would be 53 yards. They'd love to help the kicker out on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Chambers. Back open in the middle. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking to scramble. On the run, fires downfield. Got his man. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. And the Yellow Jackets, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. A 1st down run in the red zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
Between the uprights, it's good. And they have surged on top here in the final 2 minutes. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the defense will try to stop the deep pass here with under 2 minutes to go. He's taking the deep shot. And he throws another interception, his third of the night.
So it might even take it to the...
Getting the football and picking up
I don't know.
on the return. What a play there.
I agree. It should be, but I think the game recognizes it as me just trying to cut in front of you. But it should be.
The give as they work on that clock.
I agree.
And they'll bring him
Cause
down.
that's what happened with the
Man, it's really hard to
That's what happened with the motherfucking what's the bomb I got before the end of half when I went for it on fourth?
Attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Finds the tight end. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down.
That definitely should have been a penalty.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride Davis here. Oh, he's got some... Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in.
GG's, bro.